All right, everybody, Brian here from Truewerk. I'm super excited today to be introducing you to the latest addition to our T-line pant collection, the T1 Pro WerkPant. So what makes the T1 Pro different from the T1? Well, three things I would say are the most important. One, the T1 Pro integrates knee pad pockets and knee pads into the legs. Two, the waistband now has stretch in it, up to a full size of stretch in an elastic waistband. Three, we've added vents to the back, zippered vents, so that you get better hot weather performance. Let's dive into those details a little bit further. Here's the story on the knee pads. A lot of guys, anybody who's done work around concrete, kneeling on the ground knows that taking a knee is painful. And at some point we all just sort of expect it, and we've not really done enough to think that it could be different. And I gotta tell you guys, it can and it should be different. Like, we should not be kneeling on hard surfaces with our knees today. It's 2025. Like, the world has moved on, and we should fix this problem. Some of the reasons why I didn't wear knee pads for a long time were that they were hot, they were heavy, they were bulky, and they were generally in my way. And so I would put them on if I was laying tile or working on a hardwood floor for a long time. But for day-to-day use, working in heavy equipment, doing plumbing, electrical work, I didn't bother. And at some point it became time for us to fix that issue. So what we've done is worked on these two products. This is what we call our AirWerk Knee-Pad, and this is our AirWerk Pro Knee-Pad. Sorry, let me flip it around for you. The big idea is here that they're very lightweight and they're very ventilated. You can see basically straight through large portions of them, and that keeps the heat down. In contrast to some of you may be familiar with products like this, these are relatively lightweight, they're flexible, but the heat is brutal because there's no air permeability. It's just a solid, basically, piece of insulation in your leg. So let me take you through these two. This is a piece of die-cut foam. I won't go into the details of the foam itself. I can tell you there's a lot of work that's been done to get the compression right, the rebound right, the durability where we needed it to be. This is a molded piece, and again, I won't go into the technology and the details of what's allowed us to do that. We've got patents that we've applied for or in the process of being granted in this design specifically. This is a product that I would recommend for what I'll call occasional use. If you're taking a knee 4 or 5 times a day, maybe you're a trim carpenter, you're doing some baseboard installs, that type of work, a painter, again, cutting in on trim, this is a good option for you. This is what I would call a product that would be intended for frequent use. Again, not somebody who's laying tile. If you're laying floor, get a full knee pad that's designed for that, that's going to protect you. This is going to be ideal for somebody who is, perhaps you work at an automotive shop and you're changing tires a lot. You do groundwork on a car. If guys that we sponsor on NASCAR teams who do most of their work on the ground, this is a great product for that. It's going to hold up to relatively continuous is the wrong word, frequent use, and this is where I would go. All right, so let's get into the details of the pant itself. So the pant that I'm wearing is pretty fresh out of the bag, and what I wanted to show you was how much the knee pad, and I'm wearing this foam, the AirWerk pad, shows up right out of the box. You can see a little bit, but if I were to wear these for half a day, the foam actually just starts to conform to your knee, and you can't see. If you're walking by the job site and you're looking at somebody who's got one of these on, you really can't tell that they're wearing a knee pad at that point, and hopefully they can't either until they go to take a knee, in which case you notice right away because the pain isn't there like you're used to. Here's the vent in the back. You can tell that there's a piece of mesh that we've put in the back so that it preserves modesty. And again, the waistband on these is pretty stretchy, probably up to a full size. If you're normally wearing a 34, you could probably expand up to a 36. If you're normally a 36, you could get up to wearing the next size up with this. And sometimes that's just a good lunch, sometimes that's seasonal, sometimes that's layers. If you had a pair of long underwear or something under here, that can be really helpful. Otherwise, we expect this to be a relatively experience you're accustomed to if you're used to wearing our T1 or our T2 fabrics. So, guys, we're excited to bring them to you. Let us know what you think.